So here's the 4th challenge in the end of year feast event. Once again, level 60 challenge, not really a problem. I can imagine if I had to do this way back when we were still level 60, this would have been a really, really annoying challenge because this challenge is pretty much a ton of RNG. Basically, you just have to kill the slime, but every single time you hit it, there is a slight chance that it's going to freeze you. Every single time it attacks you, it'll also have a chance of freezing you, and it's just a percentage chance of freezing. So basically, if you didn't have the Clock of Forgiveness, and you would just have to hit it over and over, you just have to play the stage over and over and hope that you never get frozen. Now, obviously, the way around this, or the way you're quote unquote supposed to get around it, is to simply not attack as often. So the idea is that if you're not strong enough and you have somebody already frozen, then you should just stop attacking it, because this guy gets extra buffs based on how many people are frozen. So obviously the intended design here is that not necessarily you're supposed to sit around and roll for the RNG, but rather that you're supposed to do enough damage to it, and if anybody gets frozen, you need to just back off and not attack it anymore. And that's why you're given 20 whole turns, right? You're actually given a really loose time limit to beat it. Aside from that, this boss also has it alternates between being weak to melee and ranged attacks, so obviously bringing units that can attack from both melee and ranged is useful here. So of course I brought Kirikaze, who can do both 1 to 2 range. Norm is using an extreme magic bow. Chris can attack 1 to 2 range. Matthew also has air slash. But again, seeing as how I am level 70 already, and I am a day 1 player, so I have pretty strong units, so I can just pretty much just ignore all the mechanics and just beat them up. If you are a weaker player, basically, like I said, well, what you need to do is not bunch up your units together and basically manage your time in this fight. You shouldn't be rushing into it and just like dogpiling it with attacks over and over, especially after someone gets frozen, right? Once someone gets frozen, you need to back off and not attack it anymore. Otherwise, it will get a lot of the the bonuses it will get from having multiple units getting frozen. And once enough people are frozen, I believe it just instantly kills you. So that is obviously not something you want. Yeah, I mean and that's pretty much all there is to this fight. It's all about managing your damage to the slime, making sure to cut back when people are getting frozen, and also to not surround the slime when it's about to use its AoE. Because it has, as you saw earlier, it did an AoE that froze 1 person in my case, but it has a chance to freeze everybody it hits. So obviously the idea is that you are not supposed to go around gambling on the really off chance that it's going to freeze like 3 or 4 people at once, because then you probably just instantly lose. Obviously, like I said, this is only something you need to worry about if you have weaker units or you are newer to the game. If you're level 70, you probably don't need this video at all. You probably beat it up very easily. So anyway, that's all I gotta say about this one. See you guys in the next one.